just saw the skin coming up and I freaked out.
This is getting real now, and I'm like, oh, we're outside, we arrived, and I have to go in and do it.
I'm going to do hijama, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm freaking out. It's a very long story, 33 years old story in my head. I'm afraid of hijama. I'm afraid of cupping. Because hijama is not only a Muslim thing. Cupping has been around for centuries, and actually I grew up in Bulgaria. My grandma was Bulgarian. I must have been between 5 and 6 because my grandma passed away when I was 7. Our neighbor was sick, and we had to go to our neighbors to do cupping for her. And she said, do you want to come with me? And I said, yes, of course I'll come with you. I'm curious, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, which is literally my daughter's age. This is what trauma does. It paralyzes us into that moment. So we went to do cupping. And I obviously didn't know what cupping is, so she started prepping and things like that. And then they don't do the cupping where they cut, I'm pretty sure. They warm them and then they stick them. That's exactly what I remember. Just saw the skin coming up and I freaked out. And I was like, there is no way I can ever do that to myself. It's literally traumatized me for 33 years. And I have been a Muslim 18 years. I have been saying I will never do hijama. I'm never going to do cupping. I am literally just gonna stay away from this. And then one day while I was talking to my friend, I was like, hey, actually, I think I need to do hijama. And she's like, okay, we can go. And trust me, throughout the years, I have had so many people offer to do hijama for me. One of my best friends, she's a hijama practitioner and she's licensed, and I could have done it with her. And I just kept refusing and refusing. So this is the story behind this whole video.
Why is the traffic? There's traffic everywhere today. Traffic is bad. I've been stuck in traffic for an hour and a half today already. It's 9:30. No, an hour and 45 minutes. Amazing. I don't know if I'm excited or I'm scared, but we'll find out. That this is getting real now, and I'm like, oh, we're outside, we arrived, and I have to go in and do it, and I'm going first. I can do it. Shoshi can do it. Mommy can do it. My daughter always says, Mommy can do it. Sophie can do it. So let's go do it. I mean, where do you go for hijama? In Bradford. Like, you drive 40 minutes to come to Bradford for hijama. Okay, now I can freak out. Quietly, children. Oh, it's cold. Wow. God. Okay.
Take a seat. Have you had it done before?
No, I've never had it done.
Okay, fine. Take a seat.
That's my first time.
Okay, that's fine. Don't worry. I'm
Okay.
going to go a couple of details with yourself.
Okay.
So I just finished my hijama. Whew, what an experience. I liked it. She played Quran, which was really nice, mashallah. And, I can put it here. I don't even have to hold it. So she played the Quran, which was really nice. And I didn't know what to expect. I always find that these things are so much harder in your head than they are in reality, because this didn't hurt. I mean, I feel it, but also it was my first, and it was like I had a lot of stuff to get out. But I'm really happy I did it, and I highly recommend it. I kind of feel like lightheaded now. So because obviously we haven't had food or breakfast or coffee, so I'm gonna go and have those and kind of part the experience, because she did play Quran and I tried to kind of get in a zone and meditate and visualize and just inshallah get the most maximum benefit of my experience, because inshallah I would definitely be doing it again. And I was just thinking like, why I didn't do that before. I had so many chances and like so many years, but I always feel like life is a journey. And she asked me when I went in, it's like, why now? And it was like, I felt like this is part of my journey. It just has to happen. And now is the right time to do it. There is literally no other reason why. And I had a particular point in my body that I really wanted to do hijama on, and I'm glad I did it because it was one of the worst parts of like the whole hijama and like what came out. So alhamdulillah, yeah, I did it, and I'm so proud of myself, and I'm really happy that I actually like stuck to it and I didn't give up, because like 5 years old Elena, that's 33 years, and I've been carrying this imaginary fear in my body, in my brain, in my subconscious for that long. And I remember when I've had so many opportunities to do hijama and people were like, oh, why don't you try hijama? It's so nice for your body and for your health. And even when I tried to get pregnant and I couldn't, and I was like, no, I don't want to do it. No, 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 no. I was so negative and so like against it, and literally it was perfectly fine. And it always makes me think of like, everything is in our head. Literally everything is in our head, but when the time is right, you just know it. Like, you know it inside you. There is no other reason than I just knew that's part of the journey, that I had to let go of the old and move forward, and that was it. And I'm done, and now I can go and enjoy my coffee and inshallah have a blessed day like everyone else. So thank you for sticking around in this day in my life and this experience with me. And I would love to know your experience of hijama. Like, if you have done hijama, how did you feel afterwards? Would you suggest doing it, like what frequency, and what benefits have you found from hijab? I would absolutely love to know in the comments, what do you feel about it, and how, like, if you have seen physical or emotional benefits to it. So drop them in the comments for me. But until next time, assalamu alaikum.